Here we go then, lights on, fast laps, foot flat to the floor. It's time for qualifying for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Welcome along to the Calm F1 League's second season. We're just over halfway through the season and now we go driving in the desert. It's a qualifying session ahead of us, just the one session as per usual, around this 3.36 mile circuit. 15 corners, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, 3 DRS zones to help the drivers to a speed of about 199 miles an hour at a top speed along the main straight, along the straight to turn 11 and up to turn 4 as well. That's where you can use your DRS. Elevation changes of about 15 meters, your lap distance at full throttle for 74%. And here are the tyre compounds. On the bigger wheels for F122, C3 is the soft, C2 is the medium and C1 is the hard. The pressure is now being piled upon the drivers to see who can snatch pole as we head into the final stages of the season. Almost time for the talking to stop, though not just yet. We'll have a quick look at the standings. So over the past few weeks we thought we'd seen a few chinks in Ella's armour, a P2 in Belgium and Singapore, P5 in Imola and a P3 in China, but at the end of the day she still won 12 of the 17 races, not counting the sprints, as she could potentially win the championship outright today. Her teammate Dynamite will be hoping to keep the pressure up on Roberts, who has to win today to keep a mathematical chance of winning the league for this season. Gemel will be hoping he can help out his Aston Martin teammate by keeping a distance between the top two teams and the rest of the pack. With Lang's improvement of form meaning recently that we are now regularly seeing him near the front of the pack and causing some headaches for the leaders. The next 3 spots are separated by just 4 points, with an intense battle taking place between McLaren teammates Juki and Adams, with Polar, their rival at Haas, also in the mix. The next 4 are definitely a pack to watch, with Brissinger, Echo, Pi and Snips only separated by 7 points, meaning even a low finish could jump them several places, though Echo and Snips have been suspiciously absent of late. The final regular member of the group is Joey, who despite a large gap of 6 unattended races while he was gallivanting around in Europe, has managed to work his way back into contention, and after a series of points finishes he could pull himself up into challenging the pack. And now a quick look at the constructor standings then, where we see Ferrari with a commanding lead and Aston Martin nowhere even close. They do however have their own huge gap between second and third, where we see the bitter rivalry between McLaren and Haas playing out with only 12 points separating them. Haas need to watch over their shoulders though, where AlphaTauri are within range of stealing their spot, with Mercedes and Williams bringing up the rear, with both teams knowing that a solid run of results will leapfrog them into the mid-table. Alpine, Alfa Romeo and Red Bull don't matter. And now back to actual non-recording duty to take the stream through the qualifying and into the race.